I sense I'm being watched by a camera. Hello, everybody. I'm in a giant flesh egg. Might be inside of a giant pink bubblegum man, being absorbed. They may be a Kanada now and have gained, pajama pants and a vest. And my hair, of course, because, that's what Boo does. He absorbs some bits from you. So why am I in this giant flesh egg? Well, I saw a movie, an anime, called Angel's Egg, which has nothing to do with Dragon Ball, but I wanted something vaguely egg-shaped for the joke, so here we are. So what is Angel Egg? Barely a film, I'd say. It is an art piece that happens to be moving. Every frame is gorgeous. It looks like a painting. Yeah, it is a painting. It's from an animation master from the old school 80s. It has character designs from Anno, from Final Fantasy, and Vampire Hunter D and whatnot. And it's probably the most boring damn movie I've ever finished in my entire life. I couldn't turn off because it was so gorgeous at the same time. Yeah, it's one of those. It is a bit of art history, a bit of animation history with a weird backstory. Essentially, it was a big-ass project that's a precursor to Akira and used a lot of the same techniques and presetting and basically set up for what they were going to do in the future with the big successful movie. They made a smaller thing, which is paced like... What's something that's slow, other than slower than paint drying? Glaciers moving, evolution, slower than evolution. You will turn into a crab before this movie is done in its runtime. And the movie's only 70 minutes. So yeah, it's slow. It is slow. Insert 20-minute joke here. Oh. Is it worth watching? It's pretty. It's gorgeous. Every frame is full of, beautiful art direction, gorgeous character design. It looks beautiful. It is a beautiful art piece that fails as a film because the narrative is incredibly slim. It's just two characters. I think only, one had... I don't even think they have names, hard to remember. Going through various settings and areas, barely having any dialogue. 90% of the plot is left to interpretation. You don't know what actually is happening because there's so much metaphor and symbolism and whatnot. It's an art piece. It is something you bring in what you bring to it, what you bring to it. You look at it and you go, oh, that makes me think. It is art. But this is supposed to be a movie. And movies usually require a narrative and pacing, and this movie is not interested in those things particularly. It is interested in being a moody art piece, which is fine, but usually that's reserved for a 15-minute short. This is about 70 minutes. It's a hard sit. It's a beautiful sit, but it's a hard one. I would suggest, if you're interested, give it a watch, but have the fast forward button ready. Maybe read up on the history of the thing before you watch it, so you have that in the back of your head while you're thinking about it and watching it. Might help a little. Also, back when this first released, Roger Corman got a hold of the U.S. rights and produced a weird combobulation of this thing with live action footage in an attempt to make it more palatable to a U.S. audience, and created a different, incredibly boring, weird, pointless film. Don't watch that version, but it is nice. It is interesting to know that exists. So, you learned something today. That's what you come to me for, learning, because this is what you want to learn art history and film history from. A naked cat girl in the flesh egg. That's all I got to say. It's on HBO Max now. It was in theaters for a little bit. I watched this a little while ago in a version that was a HD restoration before the actual official release. Also, it was on double speed and was still the slowest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life when it comes to an animated movie. So, take that as what you will. You are warned. It's pretty, but you are warned, bring a snack. Bring an entire, 12-course meal. You're going to be here a while. It's going to feel, you're going to feel evolution occur as you're watching this thing. Anyway, I don't know what happens in the Boo eggs. I think everyone dies. So, that's something to look forward to. Bye. Go away. Blah.